Hello, Tech Support by RD here. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to temporarily disable the built-in antivirus in Windows 10 and 11. And as a bonus, I'm going to also show you how to define exceptions, so whenever you open a specific program or a folder, the antivirus won't bother scanning those areas of your computer whenever you try to do something with them. The first thing we need to do is to open Windows Security. There are several ways to do this. You can go to the Start menu and scroll down to letter W and find Windows Security and launch it from there. Or you could go to your notification area here. You may have to expand and look for this icon for Windows Security and give it a double click, or you can just right click and choose View Security Dashboard. And these are some of the ways to accomplish the same thing, opening the Windows Security dialog. Now, on to disabling the antivirus part. Okay, so we want to navigate to the Virus and Threat Protection section of Windows Security, so you can either click this title here, or you can click this tile on the right side. I'll just click here, and you should arrive at a screen that looks like this. And under Virus and Threat Protection Settings, click the Manage Settings link. From here, we get several switches. The switch that we want to use is called Real-Time Protection. Switch this off by clicking on the toggle, and you have to be an administrator to do this. So if you are an admin, just click yes, or if you're not, provide the admin password and click yes, or confirm. Then once it's turned off, you'll see a warning letting you know that real-time protection is off, leaving your device vulnerable. At this point, you can try running whatever program you're trying to run, or try to do whatever you're trying to do that the antivirus is blocking. And once you're done, be sure to turn the switch back on once you're done. So to turn it on, click the switch again, it turns back on. Also, Windows Security is also going to turn the switch on for you after a short time. If you forget to turn it on, it will turn on automatically after a short time, as it says in the description there. So if you ever wanted to know how to temporarily disable the antivirus on Windows 10 and 11, that's how you do it. But for those of you who want to learn more about exceptions, keep watching. If you scroll down, either by using your scroll wheel on the mouse, or you can use this scroll bar on the side, there is a setting down here called exclusions. And exclusions are areas or files or folders where the antivirus won't bother to scan. So even if it contains a virus or threat, it's not going to trip up. So this is useful if you have an application that you run that you know isn't a virus but is being detected as a false positive. And whenever you can, it is recommended that you set individual files or a folder as an exclusion rather than turning off the entire antivirus altogether. So here's how you set an exclusion. Click the link that says Add or Remove Exclusions, and once again, this requires admin access, so provide your admin password or just click yes if you're the administrator. Then once you arrive here, there's a list of exclusions down here. It's empty right now because we don't have any, and a button that says Add an Exclusion. There are 4 kinds of exclusions you can include. You can exclude a certain file. You can exclude a folder, an entire folder. You can exclude file types. So if you want to exclude something like docx files from being scanned by Defender, you can include it here, or the name of a specific process. Or so if you have any processes, these are basically applications that match a specific name. Defender isn't going, the antivirus, which is Microsoft Defender antivirus, it's not going to scan them at all. For now, we'll exclude a certain file. So click File, and a familiar dialog shows up. You can, for instance, I want to exclude a file in this folder here, and I just want to exclude this exe file here, for example, and hit Open. And that gets listed here. I don't know, but Yeah, we can't really expand the dialog. You'll have to click the entire entry to see its full name or hover. So that's defined as an exclusion, and what the Microsoft Defender antivirus is going to do, it's not going to trip up if it sees something suspicious with this file. You can also add a folder as an exclusion. So we can go back to where we were. So I don't know. We'll go to the same folder that we have. By the way, because we're selecting a folder, you won't see any of your files. You'll just have to pick the correct folder. And right now, the entire folder is excluded from antivirus scan. So anything you put in this folder or any file will appear in this folder will not be scanned. Okay, let's try one more. A file type. We are asked to enter an extension. So for example, if you don't want Defender to scan files that end with JPEG extension, you can type JPG and click Add, and any JPEG files will not be scanned by Defender. And finally, a process. So you are asked to enter a process name. So for example, if you are going to be running an application called Updater, ending in .exe, you don't have to include extension, you can type Updater. And any processes that contain the word Updater will not be scanned by Microsoft Defender. Now it is important that you set exclusions sparingly. You and try to remove them and keep this list clear if you can, because any exclusion you add here is a security hole. So this is the more recommended way of excluding certain files from being triggered by the antivirus. And once you're done, you can just remove the exclusion as we did earlier. Another note, under the virus and threat protection settings, whenever you can, you might not want to turn the switch off. However, if you must turn the switch off, always remember to turn it back on when you're done. You can just keep this window minimized, do whatever you need, and when you're done, bring it back and turn the switch on before you continue using your computer. So that's how to temporarily disable the built-in Microsoft Defender antivirus if you need to run a specific program that trips up the antivirus. And I've also showed you how to do exclusions as well. So you don't have to keep flipping the switch often. However, my recommendation is if these antiviruses keep tripping and if you're unsure as to the source of the files you're messing with, it's recommended that you not run anything that's coming from a questionable or an untrustworthy source. Antiviruses are there to give you a heads up if you're about to do something nefarious on your system. However, whatever ultimately happens to your system at the end, when these are turned off and once you acknowledge the risks, that's on you. So please be careful with opening the files that you have on your computer, and when in doubt, you can try to keep these things switched on, and if they alert you, you might as well try to delete it or let Microsoft Defender antivirus do its thing. So that's how, yeah, this is the real ending this time, how to temporarily disable the antivirus and how to place exclusions. Okay, and a little bit of a PSA at the end. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.